Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Joe Simon back at it again with another video, and this video is going to be Shadow Generations, my review of the game. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year, and that is only possible through you guys. So hit that subscribe button and join the Chicken Nugget family today. But let's get into the review. So my overall impressions of Shadow Generations is I love this game. It's not game of the year, but it's a very phenomenal game. It's a very fun game. It is a game that freaking, you don't have to be very skilled to enjoy it and everything. I never got to the point of like, oh, I'm pissed or anything. Like, you don't have to be crazy good or anything, but I love that this is just a solo shadow story and stuff. We don't get many of those, we don't get many of solo shadow stories. So I enjoyed that very much, that it was just a shadow based story going into his past, where his powers came from and all that. The gameplay phenomenal. Like, there's it's not buggy or anything. It freaking, I love how I love how they implemented new powers and abilities for this game, like freaking the Doom Wings, where you needed 50 coins to just fly around maps and everything. I love the freaking Doom Spears, where they were a key part of some of the maps that you had to use them to progress further in the map or take down enemies and all that. Doom Surf was also a good one, except that one I have one complaint about is just the movement mechanics was kind of sluggish at times, but that's the only thing. I forgot that one other, the Doom, I forgot the Doom like melee one where you hit the bigger dude, and yeah, that one was fun and all this. And plus, I love the sequences of when you go get a new power up from the little things. I don't know what they're called, but yeah. And then there's the little like cutscene of him getting the powers and all this and all that. Phenomenal. Speaking of cutscenes too, man, these cutscenes in this game is so freaking like good. Like, and then the story just in this game alone was very phenomenal. And so, like, me just going through it, and a person who never really played Sonic games, like growing up, like I played Sonic Adventure, of course, but like learning new enemies, I knew some of the Sonic lore and everything, but like that one enemy, Mephilicin or whatever it's called, I forgot, whatever his name is, and all this, never encountered him, and so I was like, oh, who's this, and all this, and then just playing around, the hub world was phenomenal too. Like, you have all these different things to go to, different levels, different parts of the overworld and all this, and I love the way they incorporated it and all. And then just the story alone was very good. Honestly, I was captivated in the story the whole time. When it first started and began and everything, I was very captivated of Doom, freaking Shadow's backstory with Maria, the professor, and all that. When you're just going through each sequence and then going through all that and stuff, and I love that it was solely a Shadow game, and I love the fact that also Sonic did make a cameo, but it wasn't like, oh, shoving him in there. It was basically focused on Shadow and Shadow alone, and that's what I like. That's what made me really like this game even more, that it was just solely focused on Shadow and all that. And then freaking just the story, the ending was such a good ending. Honestly, it had me, and it literally, like, if y'all think I was joking about like tearing up or crying or whatever, I was dead ass crying during the story, the ending of the story and all that. It was sad and all that. The fact is that the story made you think that you had a chance to maybe, save the professor and Maria from what actually happened to them, but you just couldn't at all. It was inevitable, basically. All points of time have to go return to their points of time, to a fixed point of time. And so that was that made me freaking tear up and everything and all that. But gameplay wise, amazing. You just going through Sonic courses in a 2D factor or a 3D factor and all that. Like, I don't know how to say it, but like, you either go in a front facing view, an angled view or a side profile view, and that's cool. Like how they just switched up all the views and everything and all that. And then just the fact is, you give Shadow more powers to play around with, and they every single one, all the Doom powers that Shadow gets, all work well. All of them all work well together, and everything. They help out a lot. They incorporate these powers to not be even, they're not even overpowered or anything. They just incorporate them to level designs and stuff, and then once you get the new power, you go to your next level, and everything, the design is based around that power, and everything you use that power in that level design and all that. And that's what's so cool and everything. And freaking just the voice acting, phenomenal. The animation, phenomenal. The really, I have like no complaints except this the Doom Surf, just the clunky mechanics. And let me speak on the boss fights too. The boss fights weren't that difficult and stuff. I'm pretty sure the only one that gave me trouble was Metal Overlord, which was Metal Sonic's like final form and all this basically. But it was, yeah, Metal Overlord was the only one that gave me trouble and all that. But the other boss fights, like the Abomination, Chaos Abomination, or whatever that thing is, first boss fight, not hard. Metal Overlord, it wasn't hard. I think I just messed up too many times and I kept dying over and over. Mephilistin, I think I first tried it. That was a pretty good boss fight. And then the fact is, look, you have freaking the Abomination, where you use chaos control and all this to defeat him and all this. Then you go to Metal Overlord, you're using Doom Surf and all that to defeat him. And then Maleficent, you're using, I don't know that one power up. It's when you turn into like a slime ball, like a purple slime thing and all this in this game. But yeah, you use that to defeat freaking Mephilistin, or if I'm not pronouncing his name right, please tell me. But yeah, you go through there and defeat them. And then with Devil Doom, you just use every single power. You use the flight, you use the freaking spears, you use the everything, you use it all. And it's just a very phenomenal like game, honestly. Like for my rating of the game, I believe it would be like an 8 out of 10 and stuff, you know. The only like reason why it's not an 8 and not a 10 out of 10 is because, do I wish the game was longer? Yes, I did. I completed this game in 6 or 7 parts and all that, and I'm still playing like freaking Black Myth Wukong. I'm still playing freaking what's this game? Black Ops 6 campaign. Still playing freaking Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and stuff. But I'm not complaining that it was not long enough, because it actually helps me out with my schedule and everything, with Splitterhead coming out soon. So, you know, I gotta have some time to do that too. So, but also I believe we will be returning to this game, honestly, because I heard that they're going to come out with DLC for the Shadow portions that are going to be in the next Sonic movie. So they're going to recreate like the stuff he went through in the movie and put it in the game. That's what I heard from, I think, PlayStation, I believe. But yes, I give this game an 8 out of 10, and yeah, I have really no complaints about the game except just the Doom Surf and all that, and I guess the story and all that. But like, if you just want a game where you could just really relax and stuff and get captivated in visuals and story and all this is a game you must pick up and all that. And then you get Sonic Generations also, and I'm gonna be playing that on stream. So, but yeah, this is going to be the end of my review today. If you enjoyed my review and everything, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment your opinion about the game if you played the game or at all and stuff. And tune in later today for the live stream. Hopefully everything goes well. I know yesterday's live stream didn't really go well, but hopefully today's live stream goes well. So tune into that. I would love to see y'all there. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and peace.